Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 15 of True 100% Plus. Today's episode is all about stunt jumps. Something a lot of people have been asking me to do for a while, making sure I didn't forget about stunt jumps or anything, since it's not on like a 100% checklist. Like, for some reason, this in San Andreas, you can get 100% completion without doing the stunt jumps, which is kind of weird to me. Seeing as the other games before it required it. But anyway, yes, I'm going to be doing the stunt jumps today. I'm going to do half today and half on Wednesday. Or Wednesday's episode, I should say. So, the 35 I'm going to do today are the 35 that are inside the playable area. And then the next 34 I'm going to be getting on Wednesday are the ones where in the 4-star area. So that'll be a lot of fun. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, I thought I would start off with the half that were actually easy to get. So I actually knew what I was doing and stuff. I never really got stunt jumps in this game before. And some of them have very finicky requirements that we'll get onto later. I'll probably speed up the travel time between the stunt jumps, because otherwise this video is going to be like an hour long of mostly driving around doing nothing. Also mostly me looking at the map like this. So I'll probably speed some bits up, but we'll see what happens. I might not, I don't know, we'll all see. I might change my mind. I have things to talk about just in case. But anyway, the map I'm following is by some guy on the Steam forums who provided it to people. I'm going to try to attempt to load it right now. Okay, I don't have the actual raw page anymore, never mind. I'll put it in the description, but someone on the Steam forums at least linked map to the stunt jumps, which is very useful. Also, there's this. There's actually a car on this Packer. I've never seen this before. It's all just like spawned on it. It's obviously not intended, and there's actually someone driving that car. They're just not smart enough to get off, which is really funny. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that before, and I'll probably never see it again. But anyway, that was that. But I'm just heading over to this island where this stunt jump is, and we're gonna do them in order of the map, because I don't want to like miss one and have to try and figure out which one it is and stuff. So the route I take is obviously, not very speedrun good, but who cares. So this first stunt jump is this ramp here that leads to onto that roof over there, and I don't know what it is. Like, is it you're supposed to park containers under it to keep them safe or something? I don't know. But anyway, here's the unique stunt jump. The camera goes all slow motion into a fixed point, and you watch it. And if you land in the right place or the right area, you complete the unique stunt bonus or stunt jump, and you unlock it. So that's that one done. Pretty simple one. Just jump along that ramp to the roof. I guess I'm gonna do the rating shit again, aren't I? So I guess I'll say it's like, I don't know, it's an average one. It's like a 5, I guess. Landing on the roof is kind of cool. I'll give it a 6. Anyway, here's this one, which is on this staircase here. I go right through the camera, which is kind of funny. But I actually don't unlock it, so there's an instance of failing it. So I didn't go fast enough or far enough in this instance. So I didn't land in the right spot, so it failed it for me, so I had to do it a bit faster. But in other takes of this video, there's me honking. In other takes of this video, I actually went too fast and flew straight into the ocean, which was pretty dumb. So I'm giving that one, that one gets like a 4, because it's pretty dumb and really easy to find. And also it has proximity penalty, because the next one is this staircase right in front of me. Which is pretty silly. So yeah, here's this one. This one doesn't throw you into the ocean if you do it too well. So I'd say this one gets like a 5. But yeah, that's 3 stunt jumps down. We got 35 to go. This next one actually took me quite a lot of attempts. So this next one's like in the motorway. It's like the center area, and you have to try and drive into it as fast as possible. But the problem is, it's right before this corner, and there's loads of traffic around. So this first time I do it, I have absolutely no idea about the speed requirements, so I just kind of drive up to it. I knew what this one was before, because I'd done it accidentally in like speedruns and stuff, or like playing around with the game. So I was like, okay, easy, done. I was thinking it's finished, and I was like, oh, it isn't. Also, it's raining, which makes this way harder. So yeah, so I have a few attempts at this, so I'll quickly speed it up until the successful attempt. Alright, here we go again. So this is the successful attempt. So I build up enough speed, take a nice wide angle. No one gets in my way, even though I have 2 stars. And I managed to land successfully as well. Wonderful. So yeah, that one was a pain in the arse. It's actually quite tricky. I like that one though. It was difficult, pain in the arse, but it's good. It's good that it was a challenging one. So I'll give that one like an 8, I guess. I mean, it's pretty simple to find, like, on the motorway like that, but I think it's okay. I think it's an 8. Just because it's, like, actually a challenge. So here, I put a map icon down in the airport where the next one is, but I think I was like, I should probably go repair my bike first, and I'm very glad I did, because, yeah, the next one, ooh, the next one took some tries. But yeah, also I wanted to get rid of the wanted stars as well, because having the wanted stars in the airport is probably going to be annoying, because vehicles can spawn in the airport and they'll probably chase me for ages as well, so it's probably a good idea to go get it fixed, and also get my health back, because I keep falling off the bike and always killing myself. So yeah, while I'm driving over here, there is one thing I wanted to say, if I can find the... oh, I already have the notes right in front of me, I'm a genius. So people keep asking me if when I get to the missions, will I be playing it casually or will I be using speedrun strats? Now, I don't know why so many people keep asking me the same question. I mean, I think it's a perfectly valid question. It's just interesting that that one question keeps coming up from multiple people all the time. It's kind of weird. But to answer the question, because I don't want to answer everyone individually all the time, I'll be using speedrun knowledge, like I'm doing here, where I'm using like knowledge of things to do things well, but I'll do it casually, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm not gonna suddenly switch this into a speedrun and try and do it as quickly as possible. Also, here's the stunt jump, by the way, that thing there. But I'm not gonna suddenly switch this into a speedrun and do this as quickly as possible. Like, why would I do that? No. So I'll be exploring all of the missions fully. And I'll also be getting all of the unique vehicles in all the missions, even if I don't store them, just to show they exist. So yeah, that's one thing I'll be doing. So yeah, to answer your question, it's both. But yeah, here's this unique stunt jump. So this is, unbeknownst to me at the time, the hardest stunt jump in the whole game. Or one of the hardest ones. You have to have so much speed to make this. Like, you see that sign I just drove by, that red one on the left? You need to land, like, right next to that. That's how much distance you need to have. It's ridiculous. So, I try this for a long time, and then I pause for ages while I, like, look up how I'm supposed to do this stunt jump. Because I didn't want to get stuck here for ages. And then I finally get it. So, I'm going to speed up all the failed attempts, and I'm going to go straight to where I actually successfully do it. Alright, here we go. This is a successful attempt. I'm leaning forwards plenty, I'm not turning at all, I'm lined up, and then I take a little bit of a turn right at the end, and then somehow I graciously get this upwards boost, and I go really high into the sky. Look at that, crazy. And then I land over the top of the sign. Wonderful. So yeah, you can see how excited I am to finally get that. Yeah, that took a long time. That took like 10-20 minutes to get that jump. I don't know how much that footage was. I cut out like the really big pause. You may have seen me like pause at one point and then immediately unpause. That's The power of editing. So yeah. Yeah, that one was... I like that one. That one was really hard. It could have been a little tiny bit easier. I can understand why like normal people find that one really hard, but I think it's okay. A really high speed one. That was cool. I'll give it like a 7. And then there's this one here, which I actually fail somehow. It just like cancels halfway through. I'm not really sure what happened there. I think it's maybe because I clipped the fence or something on the way. I don't know. Yeah, that wheelie thing you seeing me doing when I scrape along the ground, that actually makes your bike go faster than if you were leaning forwards. The reason you don't see it in speedruns is because generally we're driving over non-flat, straight terrain. It's like curves and bumps and stuff, so it's not worth it. But here it would be worth it, but unfortunately I'm not very good at it because I haven't really practiced it, so yeah, I wasn't really utilising it. So there is a way to go faster than leaning forwards, but yeah, I'm not doing it. But here's my second attempt at this one. I've just left that other one in, so it's only one failed attempt, it's okay. Oh, here I am, like, leaning. Do I get it this time? I don't know, that seems slower than normal. I think I get it this time, it only took me 2 tries. But I don't think you needed too much speed for that one, just to go slowly. That one's okay. It's like a 5, it's kind of average, it's not really that interesting at all. So yeah, here I am trying to locate the next one. I would edit those out, but I can't be bothered. You get to watch me figure out where the next one on the map is. So yeah, here's me trying to like wheelie again, but yeah, on like these roads and stuff, it really isn't worth the effort. It's better to just lean forwards. Alright, so here's the next one. This one I got a little confused over. Some of these, I tried very hard to not spoil myself too much by looking at like a picture and a video tutorial or a speed run of all stunt jumps or anything. So I'm trying very hard to like, you know, preserve the virginity of this. So I didn't really know where these stunt jumps were before, and I was like, is it that ramp there? I thought it was like a ramp on the bridge, but it wasn't that. And as soon as I drive through here, I suddenly realised, oh, it's this one, so I go over it. And I really didn't think I had enough speed, but somehow I did. That's a very tiny jump just onto that road there, and it works. I would have thought you've had to go over the fence to the left, but yeah, apparently not. So I was actually really surprised I got that one. So that one's meh. That one gives like a 4, I guess. It's not that interesting. Just a little tiny jump onto a road. If it forced you to go over the fence, that'd be cooler, and it probably would have gone a 6, but yeah. Alright, this next one there was some confusion as well, so I'm going to speed this up until I actually figure out what this stunt jump is. So yeah, you can see I failed the jump first time, the wrong one, and here I actually figure out what it is. I'm like, oh, those line up. So yeah, I realise it's that ramp onto the buildings to the east, west, to the west. There we go, got there in the end. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that now. I actually locked myself out of this area, which is kind of funny by falling off the wall. Yeah, here's this jump. Whee! This one's alright. I like this one. There's a really cool area as well, like you never go there for any other reason, that little power plant-y bit. If it was a little bit easier to figure out what it is, then I would give it a higher score, so I don't know, I'll give it like a 7, I guess. It was pretty decent. Alright, the next one is up on this train tracks. Yeah, I'll figure it out eventually. And there's this cool area as well, the storm drain thing. So yeah, I'm just going to drive over to there. So this one, I think it took me 2 tries. Yeah, it did, yeah. First of all, I needed to figure out exactly what it was, and then do it. Yeah, I'm just getting a bit lost here. Can't decide where I want to go. There it said on the wall OGF. There's a fun fact for you. OGF used to mean Orange Grove Families. Orange Grove Families, because originally in the beta and alpha version of this game, Grove Street was called Orange Grove Families, and you were all about orange instead of all about green. See, OGF, there it is again. It's in that. I think, have I said this before on this show? On this series? I don't know, but there's a fun fact for you while we wait, and I drink some more Spronk. Yeah, I'm probably able to find like 2 vending machines that are next to each other and use them. to drink faster, but I can't be bothered. Just use this one that's right here. Yeah, there's OGF right there. So yeah, this one, there's lots of ramps around here, and I had no idea which one it is. It's like, there's that one there, it seems most obvious. So it's the first one I'll try. Also, there's this cool bridge here that's like multicolored and stuff that is never used for anything. So I'm like, oh, okay, it must be this one. So I hit it, and there's no slow motion, which means it isn't that one. So I was like, oh, okay. So now I'm trying to figure out what it is. And I'm like, oh, there's a ramp here, maybe it's this. So I hit that, there's no slow motion. So I'm like, okay. And there's this ramp, is it this one? So I hit this one, and it's like, aha, that one. So I think I've done it, but as soon as I reach this, I'm like, oh, I must have had to go on the roof. So yeah, this one's pretty cool. You got to hit that ramp, and you got to land on the roof of that train station there. It's pretty funky. The train station isn't actually used, because there's this train station here. Which is weird, I don't know why that's there. Maybe it's just a freight train station, I don't know. But then why are there so many people on it? Whatever. Anyway, hitting this ramp a bit harder, and landing on the roof, nice and neat. Fantastic. Alright, where's the next one past me? Because I don't remember anymore. Oh yes, this next one is on the bridge, yeah. This next one took me a while to figure out. But yeah, that one was pretty cool. I'll give that one like a 7, I guess. I like landing on top of things during the stunt jump, like ramping onto roofs. It's pretty cool. Even though that one was a little awkward to figure out. It's kind of like the last one. But yeah, so the next one is one of these pillars, like one of these trusses on the bridge. What are they called? I don't know. I used to play Bridge Builder, I don't remember anymore. Did anyone play that back on like Windows XP machines? Was it Windows XP? Maybe it was. But in my school we had like this little game called Bridge Builder, and it was all about learning architecture and stuff. Very, very simplistic, but you learn how arches are the key to our society. Like, arches, man, just how do they work? Just support things, they're so good at it. But yeah, anyway, ramping over these arches, I'm trying to figure out which one it is I'm supposed to do. Do I get it here? I think I do. I'm on the wrong side of these trees. There we go. Yeah, I figure it out. So this one is the slow motion one that you need to do. Unfortunately, I drive straight into this tree the first time, which is pretty incredible. So I need to do it again. So get another line up. Make sure I'm on the right side of the tree this time. And here we go. Whee! I really hope I find a good spot for the thumbnail in this video. Take a screenshot of one of those bits. It's pretty cool. Alright, so that was that one. Next up is the one over there where I started. So yeah, like I said, the route I'm taking is complete randomness, but it doesn't matter. Just driving around town having a laugh. I'm training bike skill while I'm doing this, obviously, which is beneficial, so yeah. Yeah, there you go, as if on time. Yeah, training bike skill, about halfway at this point. So I'll probably be like, I don't know, 3/4 of the way there, maybe 2/3. We'll see. There was something I was going to say, but I forgot what it was. Oh well. Anyway, there's this bridge here. Oh yeah, that last bridge. That last bridge is like a 4, it's pretty shit. Really awkward to hit, and it's not a very interesting one at all. But there's this funky bridge here, it looks really cool. And then you have to ramp off of this, onto the next bit, onto this little tiny grass bit, in between these two buildings, which I think is really cool. Yeah, I like that one. That one's pretty good. I could give that one like a 7. Oh yeah, thumbnails, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, I feel like I'm the only person on YouTube who uses thumbnails correctly. Like, I think there's like one video where I didn't make the thumbnail like just a picture of the actual video. Like, you know, do people not know what a thumbnail is supposed to be? It's supposed to be a frame of the video that represents the video. It's so weird that everyone... Well, I mean, I get why, it's all clickbait and, you know, stuff like that, but I'm like the only person I know who actually just takes a still image of the video. I zoom it in a little bit, because the thumbnails are small so you can tell what's happening, but for the most part, I'm not the only person who does it right. In my opinion, anyway. They're really shitty thumbnails, don't get much attention, obviously. They don't like clickbait. The only one I haven't recently was the Pumpkins Minecraft Bingo one, where I took a picture of a pumpkin and made it a meme or something. I don't remember anymore. Anyway, this stunt jump here... Oh, I crashed into the tree. That's embarrassing. This stunt jump here took me a while to figure out. Yeah, I'm taking out my aggression against this person on the bike. I don't know why I expected. I saw there's a load of ballers here, and I thought, I have a silenced pistol, let's shoot them. So I'm just shooting these guys. I think shooting ballers gives respect, so we'll shoot them anyway. There's no one there, who am I shooting at? And there's these guys here, friendly chaps. So yeah, shooting ballers gives a fair amount of respect, so I'll just do it whenever I feel like it. Also there's some ammo there, nice. But yeah, that's why I want a silenced pistol as my handgun weapon. Like, I've already lost my wanted stars, see? It's pretty good. So yeah, anyway, I'm trying to figure out which ramp is the stunt jump in this ballpark. And then I suddenly realised it must be that one there, because it's the only one that leads up to from a road. So I'm like, aha! So I turn around and do that. Wait, is it this one? Yeah, there you go, yeah. I was doubting myself then. But yeah, I'm starting to figure out how these stunt jumps work. They always seem to have a clear run-uppy bit. But yeah, that one was alright. I mean... bit awkward to figure out, wasn't really that spectacular. Maybe if the camera was like under the net of the basketball hoop or something like that, I don't know. I'll give that one like a 4, I guess, whatever. So yeah, the next stunt jump is quite clearly this bridge. It has a nice run up. Pretty nice bridge, just a bridge that if you jump onto the train in the wrong side of the tracks, this is the bridge that eventually knocks you off. But yeah, there you go. Nice simple stunt jump along the tracks. Nothing bad, nothing good. Gives a 5, I guess. And here's some more ballers. Decide to shoot them. Wow, what a terrible shot. There's a cop there, and I accidentally point the gun at him, so he gets mad at me. And now I have 2 stars. Yeah, so unfortunately shooting police officers with a silenced pistol still gives you 2 stars. So I just decided to save here real quick. Not to make a segment or anything like that. I didn't even keep the save in the end, I overwrit it. But just to get rid of the wanted stars. And change the time of day, I guess, since it's kind of dark. Although the sun is rising, I guess. So, last episode, I had a bit of kerfuffle with copyright. I took a royalty-free, copyright-free, public domain song from a website that advertised only having public domain copyright-free songs on it, and I got copyright striked for it, which is very aggravating. Oh yeah, this stunt jump, that wasn't quite what I thought it was. Just flew straight into a tree, and then I realised there's that one there. That was really funny. But yeah, so I got copyright strike for that. So rather than deal with the copyright, obviously, because it's wrong and stuff, it'd take like 30 days and shit, it wasn't worth my time. So I just removed the song in the end. So the very end of last video, it's just completely silent. That's because I had to remove the music. So yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, that stunt jump was alright, I guess. It's in between those 2 houses, nothing special. It's like a 5. It's really nothing interesting at all. So yeah, that was annoying last episode, so I'm gonna be more careful with music in the future. I mean, I don't know how more careful I could be, but yeah, I guess I'll have to try to be, or something, I don't know. If I'm gonna put music in episodes, I should probably upload the episode, like, prior to release date, so I actually have time to fix it, rather than, like, make it late and stuff. This next stunt jump I've never seen before, and I was kind of confused as to the way this stunt jump worked. But first of all, I'm stuck down here, so I was trying to get up, and obviously that didn't work out very well. So I have to... I try on the other side, and this... I think you do this in all tag speedrun, you go up here, I'm not certain. But anyway, I knew how to get up here, so I did that. But yeah, over here there's a stunt jump, it's a really weird format. There's a couple of these in today's episode, which I've never seen before. This stunt jump, I look over here and it's like, oh, there's a little gap here, and that's it. That's all it is. It's just that little tiny gap. No speed required, you just drive off, and that's it. It's so weird, it's not a ramp. Every other stunt jump up to this point has been a ramp, but nope, not this one. So yeah, that was a drive off one. I wonder if you could do that one in a lawnmower. Someone try it. Someone find a stunt jump that you can do in a lawnmower. I was thinking about it because, spoilers, I go to that safe house that has the lawnmower in the garage at one point. And I was wondering to myself, I wonder if I can do one in this, but yeah, I couldn't be bothered to try it. So someone let me know if you find a stunt jump you can do in a lawnmower. But yeah, I like that stunt jump. It's really weird, but I like it. It gets like a 6. It's okay. It's better than average. Alright, so just driving on down to the next stunt jump. Some excellent driving, of course. There's a vending machine coming up and I eat from that. I actually lost a speed run to this vending machine before, I believe. I think I got ran over while I was eating at this vending machine during gang territories at the end of what was then a 6-hour run of San Andreas. So that's why I knew that vending machine was there. So these stunt jumps I kinda knew. So this one here I knew what it was. It was like, oh, it's the ramp on the side of this motorway. So yes, I know I say motorway. But yeah, there's this stunt jump here, you just drive over it, and up you go. Woo! Nothing too interesting, no speed required, no challenge, I'll give it like a 4 I guess. And the next one on the list was like down there, so I went down there. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I know I say motorway. Some people get really annoyed when I say things the British way, and they're like, oh, why can't you just say it why can't you just say highway? Why is it so hard? And it's like, well, that's just what we call it here. That's how I speak. It's like if you had to go at a Spanish person and just told them, you know, why is it so hard? Why can't you just speak English? It's like, well, you know, for the same reason you can't just speak Korean. Like, I don't know. It's not that I don't know how in this instance, but it's just not what we call it. Like, I don't know. So yeah, here's this garage. I was just using it to fix the bike because it was kind of damaged. But yeah, there was the lawnmower I was talking about in that garage. But yeah, just driving on down. I'm gonna go find this one. I thought I knew which stunt jump this was. It was kind of near some spray tags, but it wasn't actually what I thought it was. But it was another one that I found, which is pretty cool. So just going down here. So I'm like looking around trying to figure out what this stunt jump is. I think I see it over the edge of something in a second. Like I drive up to here and there's like those 2 things down there. I like spot those and I'm like, aha, it's those. So I gotta get those. Yeah, there you go. So this one's pretty cool. It's like downhill on this motorway bit, which gives you a lot of speed, and then it's a big jump. I like this one quite a lot. Look at this one, like a 7. Rating it before I've even done it in the video. God, how terrible. Nice. Right, now this next one I struggle with quite a bit, so I'm gonna speed up and then explain why I struggled with it. Alright, so yeah, that was a really long pause there, which I cut out, obviously. That was me, like, looking up the stunt jump. Yeah, the reason I got really confused there was because it looked like the stunt jump on the map, it was, like, below this. It wasn't on the motorway, and I was really confused. So I looked up some pictures, and it was like, hey, it's this ramp on the side of the motorway. And I was like, yeah, I already did that one. And then I looked, and it's like, hey, it's a ramp on the side of the motorway. And I was like, wait, what? Turns out there's just 2 ramps on the side of the motorway and 1 on either side, which is really fucking annoying. So yeah, it was just that one. It was so damn simple. It confused me for ages. But yeah, I finally got that one, which is pretty dumb. I don't remember what the next one is, but I'm going to drive there now, obviously. So there's only a few more in Los Santos, and then we're done here. And then I go do the ones in Red County. And then that's it for this episode. Oh yeah, I just realised I went to the airport earlier and I didn't pick up the M4 ammo. That was a mistake. Oh well, never mind. I probably should have done that. I need to gather ammo at some point, because I need to go on one final big respect getting rampage at some point to finish the respect getting. But yeah, I also need to do the girlfriends, which I think I may have screwed myself. I think I should have been brave and tried to do the girlfriends earlier. I've been leaving the girlfriends this long because I didn't want to mess them up and like lock myself out of them forever, and I wanted to make sure I do it right. Like I still have that one last oyster to get, right? Also, I thought that was the stunt jump, but obviously that isn't it. I get a little confused here with these ramps, but I figured it out. It's nothing too interesting. But yeah, I wanted to be careful because the stuff I wanted to do, like, I want to get as much girlfriend progress as possible, but there's like a very specific thing you have to do. And anyway, I just didn't want to mess it up and lock myself out of it. But by leaving it this late, I think we're gonna have like 5 episodes of me just like doing girlfriend stuff for ages or something. I don't know. I don't know. So that might be fun. I may have done a whoopsie there. So I might just put in the time and just not stream one week and just grind all the girlfriend stuff out. Anyway, so the 2 stunt jumps on the motorway, I think I rated one already, but I'm going to rate it again. They're both like 4 proximity penalty. The one below was pretty cool. I think I rated that one. That one I just did was pretty cool. I think it's like a 6. This one here, I think I figured out eventually, yeah, these stairs. This one's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm checking to see if it's slow motion, and it does. Obviously that's nowhere near fast enough, but yeah. So yeah, the girlfriends might be an issue, but yeah, I'll see what happens. We'll cross that bridge when I get to it. I'll have to research them, and hopefully maybe next episode will be about, it'll be about stunt jumps and then girlfriends, hopefully. I won't spoil it. Oh yeah, and I'm like shooting my gun here. Do I get that? No, I don't get credit for that. A little tiny bit slower. Damn. But yeah, just gonna try this one again. Hey, my bike skill's going up a bit more. Maybe I'm not gonna get as much bike skill as I thought. Oh, there you can see my respect there. We're almost done. I was planning on gonna go on one big respect gaining rampage. Probably go on like Mount Chiliad or something and try and steal the police maverick and the news chopper. That'll be fun. Have to do something to like celebrate the end of the master save bit. Right, that's that done at last. So I'm going to go up there. Yeah, there it is. There's one of these that took me a really long time to figure out, like one more that was really confusing to me in Los Santos. And I still didn't quite get it even as I was doing it. It was only until I finally figured it out and I did the very last attempt at it. But yeah, this one isn't that, I don't think. I don't even remember one this one is. I only did. Okay, it's that right? Yeah, of course. Yeah. So this one you need to have enough speed to like. I'm like discovered that I can shoot during this. This one you need to have enough speed to make it across the building, obviously. But that's not too hard. The NRG is like the perfect vehicle for to be doing these in. It's pretty good. So just wait for the traffic to go away and then floor it. Yeah. There we go, nice and easy. So that one's in a bit of a tight spot. Not too interesting stunt jump though. I'll give it like a 5, maybe a 5.5. I guess. Oh yeah, this next one's alright. This one I kind of knew about because of the mission OG Logue. No, not OG Logue. The one at the end of the game. I think it's just called Mad Dog. Right? Mad Dog Returns? I don't know. Anyway, the Mad Dog mission in Return to Los Santos. I think it's called Mad Dog. Crap. I really should know what these missions are called. I have no idea. Anyway, yeah, I kind of know what this one is. So I thought it was here. I wasn't really thinking, so I was like, oh, is this it? But no, then I think I realised here. Realised, no. Eventually I realised how silly I'm being. I'm like, oh yeah, of course it's these stairs here that I know about. Eventually, I think I got it now, yeah, I'm going to turn around here and do it. Yeah, there you go. So there's this little under staircase thing. There's a stunt jump, it's pretty cool. I really like that, it's some nice design. Not the best actual stunt jump in the world, since you kind of drive straight into this building. But at least I got the stunt bonus. I'll give that one like a 6, just because it's in an interesting place. Also, I kind of clipped into the building there. That was a bit weird. This next one is another one where you just like fall down. Oh yeah, there's all these like little cool signs here, like that little burger. But yeah, this next one is like another one where you fall down. So maybe you could do this one in a lawnmower as well. I don't know. I have no idea if you'll be able to get enough like takeoff speed in a lawnmower to actually like clear the ground. Oh yeah, and I'm just gonna go to the paint and spray real quick to repair the vehicle. Surprisingly, I didn't have to use a paint. I didn't have to fix the vehicle as much as I thought I would. Thought I was going to do way more than this, but nope. Was a sick little jump there. Nice land on that rock. Very good, very good. So yeah, here I'm like looking around for a ramp, and I'm like, huh, and I see that thing there, and I was like, ooh, that looks like a stun jump. And I just kind of drive over it, just test it, and it turns out I just do it. It didn't need any speed at all to make that. So I was like, alright. So you might be able to do that with a lawnmower. It's one of the ones you should check. Alright, and I think this is the last one in Los Santos. I don't remember what number. I don't quite remember how many stunt jumps I've been doing. I wasn't keeping track. Also, that stunt jump there, I'll give that like a 6. It's kind of interesting and different. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. I wasn't counting how many stunt jumps. I know there's 35 in this video. You're going to watch me do 35 of them. That's all that really matters. Ooh. Nice driving, nice driving. Hitting that. Is that a flash? No, it's not a flash, is it? It's a club. Man. Oh yeah, another thing I should say. I was keeping track of all the vehicles I had driven. But the last like 10 episodes, I kind of accidentally forgot to do that. So, if anyone wants to watch through all my videos, no, it's fine. I'll go through it at some point, I'm sure. I was keeping a note of all the vehicles I was driving, but I kind of forgot to do it for ages. But yeah, here's this stunt jump that really confused me for a while. So I'm going to speed up until I figure it out. So yeah, there we go. I was doing it in the wrong direction a little bit for a while. And then I realised, oh, I'm supposed to jump over this building like this. It's so weird. It's such a tiny little like lip bit that goes up. You can barely see it. And it goes straight into that wall as well. That's a really terrible one. I'm giving that one 2. Like, it's interesting and unique, but they just fucked it up completely. Alright, well that's the end of Los Santos. I'm gonna go make a save for this segment. And then we're gonna do Red County, which is there's a few cool ones in Red County. There's one that was pretty annoying, but the rest of them were fine. So yeah, they're fun as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna drive up to the safe house and make a save. I'll see you when I'm done with that. Oh yeah, I'm back again. I also forgot, I actually got stuck here a little bit. I'm like trying to desperately like parkour the bike over this wall. It takes me a while, but I managed to get it eventually and keep on going. Right, so here we go, Red County coming up. And the first one on the list, I think is the first one I did, is the one during the Catalina mission, which is actually 2 stunt jumps. And one of them is perfectly fine, the other one is a massive pain in the arse. Yeah, okay, so there's where I'm going. So I'm going to this broken bridge down here. Oh god, hiccups. Hang on. There's another one. I'm not retaking, sod it. I just ate dinner, so there's like a big gap between the Los Santos and the Red County commentary. I just had dinner, so I'm probably going to hiccup a lot. But anyway, here's this cool tunnel. I think I went through here during the ambulance missions, but yeah, I like that tunnel. So I've never used for anything other than that little... Well, this road that's completely pointless because there's better roads to be taking all the time. Alright, so lining up for this one. So this one's 2 stunt jumps, 1 either side. So this side is relatively easy. I do it first try. There it is. It's pretty good. Flying through the sky. Palamo Creek? Crap, I forget how you pronounce this place. Alright, that's that one done. And this is like my 3rd take at this, so I know this one's a pain in the arse. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go far as possible and try and do it. Because I was struggling with this stunt jump for ages. I just could not get it. That time I didn't trigger until like really late. It was weird. I like sort of like fell off the bridge and then it triggered. I'm pretty lucky I survived that. But yeah, I was just could not get this one to work at all. I think I have to pause and look up exactly how to do it in a minute. But yeah, it turns out that this one I was actually going too fast on. So my first few tries I was going too slowly. So then I was like, okay, I'm not going far enough, I guess I'll just go maximum distance. So I went as far away as possible and lined up as fast as possible, and then I was going too fast, I guess? So then I wasn't landing it. So yeah, now here I'm going way too far, way further than it wants me to. So far that I don't actually land in the trigger or however it works. And I don't get it. It's really annoying. Yeah, okay, so this is where I paused for a bit. Probably should have edited that out before I started talking. I had to like pause my recording and then edit out and then start talking again. Never mind. Yeah, that was me looking up how to do it. And everyone else I saw went way shorter than I did. So I was like, what the fuck? So this time I went a lot slower and landed before it like forks off the road. And there I finally got it. So yeah. Those two are really annoying. The one heading east I'll give like a 6, I guess, because it's alright. But the one heading west is really terrible, so I'm going to give that up a 2. If you go too fast on it, it's a really bad stunt jump. Speaking of going too fast on stunt jumps, there's this one at the end of this motorway that I was like, oh, you must have to go really fast along this motorway to get it to work. So fast, in fact, that you land in these houses and it doesn't trigger. It's just like, oh, for God's sake. So then I'm like, oh, maybe you go this way and it triggers? So then I'm going like this way, but no, it can't be. The camera is in the wrong place. Like, you can't even see yourself land, so it must be that way around. So I'm like, okay, maybe I need to go over the houses. And I'm like, look how far down the road I go, oh god. I don't remember how many tries it takes me to figure this out. But yeah, that last one, you'd only saw like 2 attempts, but it took me a long time to actually figure that out. There was a lot of takes before that when I was like trying it. Look how high I'm going, Jesus. That'd make a nice thumbnail, the bike in the sunlight like that. I might make that the thumbnail. Don't hold me to that. I mean, you've probably already seen the thumbnail, but yeah. I don't know. One of these stunt cams has to be the thumbnail quite clearly. Yeah, I think I get it right this time. Maybe I try a little slower this time. If I turn around like right now. Okay, there you go. I guess I do it this time. Hooray! Yeah, the stunt jumps that make you go slower are really annoying. Maybe it's just because I'm using an NRG and they don't expect you to. Oh, there you go, right through the sun. Perfect. But yeah, maybe it's my fault. I don't know. Look how far I'm still going, jeez. But I actually got it there, thank God. So that one gets like a 3. It's not too bad, but the way they put it there, I thought I had to go really damn fast, and I don't. Where am I putting this one? Oh, this one I know about. I don't know which one it is from the map, but when I drive over there, I figure out which one it is. And that's because it's like one you can use during the any percent speedrun when you're waiting for Catalina, or when you picked up Catalina for the first time and you like drive into the petrol station. You can drive over this by accident sometimes if you get a fast car. And it like, because it's all slow motion stuff, it just slows you down. It's funny, it's awful. Alright. I had some notes, so I'm covered them by accident because I'm an idiot. Okay, yeah, so I got some stream highlights I'm kind of really far behind on at the moment. There you go, there's me finding this stun jump and I do it. This one gets like a 4, it's not that great. Yeah, I've got a load of stream highlights that I need to do soon. So hopefully I'll manage to edit those and put them up. I'm really falling behind on my stream highlights. I know some people like are watching that series and they want to see more of those. But yeah, sorry, all my editing time, like any time I can stomach editing my videos has been spent in this. So that's why I've fallen behind on that, but hopefully I'll get that video out soon. Alright, so here's these ones. So there's 2 here, one either side of these 2 trucks. Just fly over it, honking, shooting, all that good stuff. These ones are alright, I like these ones. They get 6. 6 out of 10. I think I figure it out, like turn around and go on the other angle. Yeah, there it is, I got it. Good stuff. Whee! I'm doing a backflip, nice. Oh no, I give up. Yeah, doing a backflip on the bike is actually a pain in the arse. You get like 75% of the way there, and then CJ sort of twists around instead. It's really annoying. I don't actually remember this one. Oh, it's this. Yeah, these stairs. So yeah, I find them pretty quickly. It's just like, oh, this is obvious. Like with the help of a map alone, I was pretty confident I could figure all these out. Some of them, which were annoying, I needed like a picture and video guide for, but yeah, most of them were just possible with a map. Obviously, if you wanted me to do this properly, I'd be finding all these things myself, right? But that's not the point of this series. This isn't a proper Let's Play. This is a pre-knowledged Let's Play. I already know most of this game. Although I never did 100% it before, so I am learning all this extra stuff. Alright, here's this one. This is a race. There's one you can get during a race in any percent. But I think I flew over the barn when you were supposed to go through it, which is kind of funny. But it still gives it to me, thankfully. It's pretty ridiculous. And this next one I struggle to find a bit, so I'm just going to speed up until I do find it. Alright, so here I drive at this barn way slower, and then this time it works for some reason. It's like the very first thing I did, but I went too fast through it and I didn't get it for some reason. But yeah, there we go. Finally did it. And I see these hay barrels, I'm like, oh, are they breakable? But no, they're not. Alright, just a few more stun jumps to go. The next one is up on this hill. I'll get there eventually. But yeah, those two are basically the same. I give the first one a 6 and the second one like a 5 or 4 even. I don't know. Proximity penalties, they get lower. 6 and 4. There you go. Alright. So then up here is a weird stunt jump that had me a little bit confused for a while. But not too badly. So there's like this ramp here and I'm like, oh, obviously I'm supposed to jump off of it. So I go over it like this and it triggers. I'm like, okay, I'm doing it right. So I go down here like that, and I'm like, I can't see myself on the camera. Maybe it isn't right, and then I don't get it. I'm like, So now I'm wondering what the hell I was supposed to do here. I figure it out eventually. You're supposed to jump over the gap between those 2 rocks from the ramp. It seems really damn easy to me, and I don't know why it has to be a stunt jump. If it was like a bigger gap, then maybe, but yeah, it is. I think I figure it out here, maybe. Do I get it now? No, I think I'm still going for a big jump. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, that was a cross, but it didn't trigger. I wasn't far enough to the right. Oh dear. Going back around at it. What? Okay, here we go. Am I going to go far enough to the right this time? Well, it seemed the same to me, but I guess whatever. And then we get it. Hooray! Alright, so I think there's only a single stunt jump left. Yep, this is number 35. There, sorry. Like I said, I just had dinner. My throat's gonna weird. So yeah, we're just going up here. I'm just gonna drive over to this one. But yeah, that one across those 2 rocks is okay. It's unique, I guess. It's not very interesting. If it was like a big gap that I had to jump between, it'd be cooler. But I still think it's good enough. I'll give it like a 6. Alright, and this is the last stunt jump down here. Man, I just keep falling off the bike. So terrible. This little bike has been through a lot. A lot today. What is this? Like, oh, it must have been about an hour 30 of real footage, but obviously I've sped up and chopped out a lot of stuff. Man, this is like almost an hour long video. That's surprising. I wasn't expecting that. But anyway, here's this stunt jump. I knew I was gonna get one shot at it, so I got a big run up. And obviously this is the jump that takes you into San Fierro. I didn't actually know this was here before today. I literally only just saw it there, and I already figured out what I had to do. And I was a little bit scared for a second, then I looked, and I was like, oh, I'm nowhere near it. But there's that little bit that comes out, isn't there? And huzzah, there we are. 35 out of 70 stunt jumps. And we get a taste of what it'll be like tomorrow when I'm riding an NRG with 4 stars. So that's going to be... Did I say tomorrow? I meant Wednesday. Don't get your hopes up. Alright, and I decided to just fly the Maverick back. Thankfully, I don't get shot at by Hydras or anything. Ooh, God, that guy could have really fucked me up if he parked next to me. Oh yeah, and here's me using like GTA 4 controls for a little bit, not turning the bike around, and then I remembered this is San Andreas. But yeah, no Hydras shoot at me, and I just go back to the safe house and save, and that's the end of that. But yeah, I just wanted to say that next week I'm probably going to be streaming a fair amount. I think... Am I doing anything Monday, Emma? I'm not, am I? No, I'm not doing anything Monday, so... Yeah, I've been trying to do Gate only 100%, try and get a PB/world record, because it would be in that game, and without music, so I can upload it to YouTube. Because it's one of the runs that I've done, and I haven't been able to upload to YouTube, because when I did it, I had just so much music in it. I just could not get it to not be like completely muted. I even split it into 6 parts in desperation, it still didn't work. So yeah, I've been trying to do that for a while, so expect a suddenly random 6-hour long, well, probably more like 5-hour long, I guess, video from me at some point, hopefully. And if you want to come watch my stream, you can. There you go, I'm promoting my stream. Everyone keeps telling me to. Twitch.tv/JoshuaSwap. But yeah, that's that. Thanks for watching, and see you Wednesday for the other half of Stunt Jumps.